Hello.
There we are.
There we are.
That's so nice.
Yes, it would be wonderful, as always, if you could just tell us if this works, if we're live, if you can see us, and if you can hear us good.
Yeah.
Because I'm still doing the streams with my laptop. I don't have a very good setup yet. We can see and hear you. Wonderful.
Two smiling
That's
faces. Very good.
Very good. So I apologize for the quality, but yeah, that's just still how it is. Hello.
This is so nice. It's been a while since you've done a live stream.
Yes, in the spring, I think, for the last time.
Yeah. I can see all of you here. Wow, from all over the world. That's so lovely. Poland, Romania, Germany, Netherlands, America. Brilliant.
Alaska.
Yeah.
Kirsten says hi from Denmark. Marie, Gitta. Hello, everyone.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
wonderful.
wow.
Now
Japan
people
and Sri
coming in.
Lanka. Wow.
Hello. Lena, Bob, Roseanne, Lisa, Natalie. Hello, everyone. So wonderful that you're here. Yeah, we just thought to spend a cozy evening here by the fireplace, maybe just answer some questions, have a little chat with you. So we are pretty much very unprepared.
Absolutely. We
And,
don't have any questions prepared or anything at all.
No. So yeah, we just thought to spend a nice evening here together with you. Maybe just make it really cozy for yourself. Grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee. We have our cup of tea.
We have ours
here. And
Yeah, and someone asks, how are we at the moment? So we are in our new home here.
How are you? Not where. Oh.
Well, we are good because we are in our new home.
Okay, I see. Yeah, we are doing very good right now. I really have to say, it has been a really strange and kind of tough year for us. But since we're here, everything has settled down a little bit, and we're doing very well.
Yeah. In this log cabin here, I mean, we are in almost the coldest place in Norway now.
Yes, we are.
And close to the town that we like the most in all of Norway.
Yeah.
We're actually going to a Christmas market tomorrow in that town. So that kind of situates us, I suppose.
Yeah, we're just living our lives here, having our routines and so on. I can see some questions coming in.
Yeah. So there is a bit of snow and it's quite cold. So I think it's not very 7-8 minus now.
But it's strange because the winter here has come really slow. At the other places where we lived, it was really like from one day to the other, you just had half a meter of snow. But here, the winter came really slowly, actually. And we're still having, not very much snow. But that's also nice in a way.
Yeah.
Because you can kind of, wie sagt man, sich daran gewöhnen.
Yeah, you can get used to it. You can slowly ease into winter.
Yeah. Oh, wow, okay. Which town? We're talking about Røros. You can see it in my latest video. I have filmed some impressions for you there. It's really our favorite town in whole Norway. It has been since the very beginning that we are there. It just had some, Røros really has a magic about it. I can't really put it otherwise, but it's a really special place, and we haven't found something like it in Norway. So we're going there tomorrow again to visit the Christmas market. Very many of you actually also have been writing me about that and have been recommending the Christmas market. So I'm very much looking forward to experience that. I think it's very cozy and special there.
I've never been there in winter, so I'm really curious.
No. Oh, thank you so much for your questions. I just have to say we probably won't be able to answer every one of them, but if we just skip over it, just ask it again. And I'm sorry that I have to go so close, but I actually wear glasses when I'm at the computer. But somebody
I may have sat on her glasses.
Yeah, so every time I'm now sitting in front of the computer, sometimes just one glass falls out.
I'm sorry about that.
It feels very stupid. So,
but I can at least read it, and a few people would like to know how we coping with the dark, because it is dark here, really early.
I have to say that the last years I didn't have such a big problem with the dark. I very much enjoyed it because I was so stressed that I very much enjoyed this feeling when everything just goes, like all the people are inside and this dark that just really like calms you down. But this year, I have to say, it's a little bit more challenging so far for me. I'm very endangered to just lie on the couch the whole day.
And eat.
And eat. Eating so much these last weeks is really not funny anymore. But this year it has been a little bit more challenging for me, I have to say, to get myself going and be active and so on. But and for you?
Well, thankfully, my workplace now is its own little hut, and it has windows. It's kind of a greenhouse at the same time. So I get a lot of light every day, and that has really helped. But the last week, I can feel that I'm getting a bit more tired. But I mean, just getting the little amount of daylight that there is, getting that and soaking it in, that has really helped. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Lena, will you have some courses for us on photography and filmmaking, like Joachim on painting? That is actually a question that I have been getting quite a lot. I really haven't thought about that before. So yeah, it's really seems to be something that people are interested in, which is of course very flattering, and I'm very happy that you are interested in such a course. But what I thought is that I would make an own video for it at some point. I don't think that I will make a whole course. Oh, there's Ivy, by the way. When you want to say hello, Ivy. Yes.
Yes, now.
Yes. Okay. So I don't think that I will make a whole course because, I really have thought about it, but I just don't really know what I should teach because I'm actually not I'm not so good in knowledge about all the gear. I don't even know so much about that, but I thought that could be a nice topic to just fit in one video to just get you into the process of how I make a video, maybe just explain a little bit how I approach it and how the whole process is of one video. So I think that that's maybe a good idea to just fit that in one video.
Yeah.
So that's something that will come hopefully very soon. Yes.
So many questions. It's really nice. So if we both kind of look like this and it's trying to see what everyone's writing, and it's so nice to just read, even if we don't answer it. It just kind of connects us with you guys.
Yeah, and some of you have been writing. That's an amazing idea with the video. That's very good to
Wonderful.
hear. And I will do that.
You have running water. You have all kinds of facilities. So while it's really cold here, it's warm and it's cozy, and we have a shower.
We're living the luxury life now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have it all. We have a shower. We have a dishwasher and a washing machine. And this house is also really it's isolated very well. It's a new house, so it's really after the last winter, it's a really nice thing to do. I just saw a question. How's the art course going?
Oh,
I'm planning on signing up as a totally new artist.
Oh, that's lovely.
Really wonderful. Richard is writing that. That's wonderful. It's going really well. We have quite some people who are doing the course now, but very many, I think, are waiting for the holidays to start with it. But yeah, the community is starting to build up, and it's really. I mean, you have to maybe answer.
I think it's been great. I've always wanted that. We have a community for the art course, and people have started to show the paintings that they've done, and we started to just talk about creativity in general and just sharing, and it's really, really nice. It's yeah, it's turning out to be something. The forum is more about just asking questions. It's really a place where everyone can meet, and
that's really what we hoped for. That it's not like we are doing some kind of a show, but that everybody is creating the community together, and that's really what is happening, and that's really nice. I also see that some of them, Jennifer is here, and
Stephen Dark is here.
Eva Maria, I saw so many of the
Path of True Nature. It's so nice to actually get to know you through that.
Yeah, and that's it's a really. It's really what we hope for, and of course we've only just begun. This is really still the very beginning of the course, and also the community. We have some
plans.
Some plans for the community and also for the course. So there will be future courses as well.
Yes.
So that's
and the gallery is going to come up on our webpage, and so it's going to grow, and it's starting to take shape now. And for anyone who wants to join, if you're completely new or a seasoned artist, you're incredibly welcome to join us there.
Absolutely. How old is Ivy? Ivy is now 6.
Ivy?
I don't know.
He's very comfortable. He's going to start annoying us at some point.
Oh, there's the table, but he's lying on our lap now.
All right, probably have to see what you guys wrote while we were talking. More lanterns, please. I will be making more lanterns. I have a new tool, an engraving tool, which is very exciting. So I'll be showing you interesting and new ways to make the lanterns as well. Come.
I haven't seen Joachim in 2 days now because he was so occupied with this new tool that you have.
Yeah. And so your country's under sanctions, so your card doesn't work. You can write us a mail and we can figure something out. If your country's under sanctions, maybe it's Iran, we will figure something out.
Of course. How do you guys manage to speak in Norway? I mean, you use English or German?
We speak together?
No,
what was the question?
Manage to speak in Norway.
Oh.
So I mostly use English still because I'm still not very good in Norwegian. I try very hard, but it's still not enough that I can really speak, but I can understand Norwegian. So mostly right now it's that the other person is talking Norwegian and I'm answering in English. And Joachim is talking Norwegian.
I speak Norwegian quite fluently because it's my mother tongue. For those of you who don't know, I speak German with Lena. But German is not my native tongue. It's actually Norwegian.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
There he is again.
What kind of routine have you started in the mornings? We cannot answer that.
Well, I'm currently working on a new video about our daily routines and a day in our life. So next weekend, I hope it will be finished where I just show you in a way the daily routines that we're doing now and how just like a normal day in our life looks like right now. So that will come next week, hopefully.
Absolutely. Can you say something in Norwegian? Jeg kan snakke litt norsk, så dere kan høre hvordan det høres ut. Det hvis dere kan flytende engelsk og kanskje litt tysk eller noe sånt, så forstår man kanskje litt. Men ellers så det nok bare de få nordmennene her som forstår det. That's my Norwegian for the
evening. Thank you for this.
How are your driving lessons progressing? Well, it's ice now, and it's quite scary to drive. Lena is an incredibly accomplished ice driver after these years, but it can be scary. We don't have 4-wheel drive, and they don't actually really do much with the roads here. There are too few people who drive, so there's no sand on the road or anything like that. So I can't drive until spring, really.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's for me, it's scary to drive, and I'm driving since quite some time now.
Yeah.
And I've had some really not great moments in these last couple of days where I was just like trying to, like, I'm a really careful driver, and I was just really carefully to take a turn into our road here, and the car, I was just braking, and the car was just like sliding forward, and I could just do nothing. And the rear, and then it starts like slippering. And
we had two moose in the road as well, where this exactly the same thing happened. Thankfully, the moose decided eventually to actually.
And the first thing that Joachim did is got us, like, I was like really in shock, like, okay, I just have to find a way of braking and somehow like driving around the moose, because I can't stop because it's so icy. And the first thing that Joachim does is getting out his phone to take a picture.
I didn't know that it was a very scary situation. So I thought, oh, she's slowing down so that we can film the moose. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm going to try despereately to get up my camera.
Yeah, and I was like in a life-death situation.
And then afterwards, I panicked. It was very strange.
Yeah, our reaction and panic situations are very different, I guess.
Seen a few. I would love to see Joachim juggling skills. I will have to practice more, and there might be more coming in the future.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for, like, you have promised a really, like, this fire show.
Oh,
where
yes.
You just put up like all these lights.
Oh,
and, so maybe we can do that on Christmas.
Ah, yes, let's do that.
Because,
the fire show. Absolutely.
My father is actually going to visit us.
Yeah, so that's for the Christmas plans.
So maybe you can, or on New Year's.
Yeah.
Maybe do us a little fire show.
For New Year's, that I think fits. You can breathe a little bit of fire and so on.
Yeah. That would be cool. Fire show. Yes, I will definitely film that for you, of course.
So how do we keep it warm here? Well, you can show everyone if we put another log on the fire.
But it's a little bit warm for me.
Yeah.
I'm sitting so close
to get the cozy mood, we want it to be close to the fire, but of course it's
like melting a little bit, but it's worth it.
Now that I have heard Joachim talking, I completely understand why Lena has problems to learn Norwegian. I can speak quite fast. This is true.
But I think it's with every language, when like really the native speakers just speak, you can it's hopeless.
Yeah, you've done the courses and everything seems fine because the teachers speak slowly and then the native speakers start.
Yeah, but for me, like the listening and the understanding goes quite well, because I have been listening to so many native speakers now, but the speaking, like I have had so many awkward situations where I would just like wanted to say something and the word it just disappears in my head, and like
yeah, and you can read. She can read Norwegian fluently, so it will come.
It will come. I've just.
Oh, that is interesting.
What?
Yep. Offline.
What do you think about being offline from social media sometimes? Is it needed when you are a creator? Yes.
Yeah.
It's very needed. I have had last week, I had to turn off the internet the whole weekend, because especially when you're a creator and you get so many messages, which is wonderful, of course, but it can also be very overwhelming, and it just soaks you in so much. And I mean, all these social media platforms are basically designed to make you addicted, and I'm definitely in danger for that, to be just mindlessly in Instagram for a very long time. So I really have to get away from social media quite a lot from time to time, to just don't lose the real world. It happens so quickly. And so that is definitely something that we do, and we have it now that we have the internet off half the day. So that's really great, because I'm also like a workaholic, because sometimes I just go up in the morning and start working right away, and that's really not good for me, of course. So that actually helps me right now to just turn the internet off and get my routines back and do something that is really good for me.
Yeah, and you don't have to be disciplined, and that you don't have to put the phone away or put it away. It's just it's gone for a while, and then you can decide to go back.
Yeah.
So that's the how we are with that.
Yeah, and it's like always this conflict, because of course YouTube and Instagram is like a really big part of my job now, and I really want to be active, and on the other hand I just need to find this balance somehow to not get lost in this artificial world, and get stressed by that, because it can also be very stressful and demanding, especially when you're on YouTube and you see all these statistics and numbers, and it's like it really pushes you. And I don't want to be pushed, and I also don't want to create my videos out of such a mood of like I have to create now. I really try to avoid that. So yeah, it's a challenge, definitely. Have you ever been to Stockholm? Yes, I have. A few years ago. I have actually also made a video about that. I have just recently found it. It's still on the internet. It's on Vimeo. I was a little bit embarrassed to see that, but I really like the city. It was very beautiful, especially the old town, I remember. But you haven't been there?
I haven't been. And you have to tell everyone where your father wanted to take you instead.
Yeah, well, that was originally this trip to Stockholm. It was a gift from my father for my birthday, and he wanted to go with me to New York, which is of course also very nice. But
Lina, no, not to the biggest, the kind of main city in the world. No.
Let's
go up north.
And I was like, maybe we could just go to Scandinavia. So
I really enjoy that. I think it says a lot. Someone asked us if we could show the Northern Lights, if it's out there, and we can't, because if we just take a live camera outside, you won't really see much.
No.
It's with photos you can really see it, and so time lapses and so on. I think there might be Northern Lights outside.
It's cloudy, but I think.
And if it's cloudy, then probably you can't see it anyway.
Yeah. I'm just scrolling up a bit because I'm sure we have missed many questions. Yeah, many of you agree to the internet detox.
Yeah, I think the internet thing is something everyone at the moment is struggling with.
Yeah, should be careful. I mean, has such great opportunities. Like this, for example, wouldn't be possible without the internet, but I think it's should be carefully consumed.
Yeah.
And just consume things that make you feel good.
Yeah.
Because it happens so easily that you start just comparing yourself or comparing your life, and that's really not the point.
No.
I think like I have that when I watch videos of other people and I start to compare myself, and I think like, I don't know, they're so much more outgoing than I am and more exciting people, and that I feel worse in the end. So if that should in any case happen with my videos, and you feel that you feel worse after watching them, please don't watch them. Really, I really have to say that. No, but really, I mean, like you can watch like videos from people having a really beautiful time, and you can feel very bad after watching that because your own life feels maybe very miserable at the moment. And I know that definitely, that when I'm watching something from people who are very, I don't know, doing something very amazing, and I'm just sitting somewhere and thinking like, oh, I wish I could be that.
I think that's why we also make a point of talking about how hard things can get too. And for instance, telling everyone it was difficult last year and so on, because it's so important that it's not just we're just showing something that's just a fantasy.
No.
It's a life, and there are difficult moments, and like every life.
And I'm always trying to like have this balance, because of course I also don't want to rant out my entire miserable moods that I have on the camera. I still, of course, want the videos to be something that is giving something to you, something that makes you feel better. But yeah, that can go into different directions, I think. It can be very inspiring and make you feel wonderful, or it can make you feel very, when you start comparing yourself, and that just happens. So yeah, internet, as I said, something that should be carefully consumed.
It is so nice to read your comments.
Yeah, thank you so much for being so active in this chat.
It's really lovely.
Dear Lena, did your mental health improving suddenly or more gradually with a new way of life? So as we're already talking a little bit about that, I can just continue talking about this, of course. So, I mean, you asked with a new way of life. So, of course, that was a big improvement to just change my life circumstances so drastically as I did when I moved from Hamburg to Norway. So, of course, that did a lot to my general amount of happiness. But I also have to say that it didn't, like, changing your life circumstances won't, like, or I didn't really fix anything. I still had to do the work, or I'm still doing the work. I mean, I'm still on this path of healing and trying to get back on track with my mental well-being and taking care of that. So that's definitely something that has been my main focus actually on these last years, or especially also in this last year, to just take care of my mental health. And that's really, it's work, and it's also work when you live in a beautiful place, because I think that's something that can be assumed very easily, that when you have a very beautiful life and live at a very beautiful place, which we are definitely doing, and I'm very grateful about my life right now, but that doesn't mean necessarily that on the inside it's the same. And that's still something that has to be looked at and taken care of. Have to be taken care of. Yeah. So yes and no. So yes, it definitely has been getting better with the last years, and also with the way of living, because that's really the way of living that I need. And on the other hand, it's still a process, and still something that I have to actively go into and look at and heal. So yeah, that's maybe the answer for your question.
And someone asks, it's harder in a way, or says it's harder in a way as you can't blame it on anything. I know that, because when I was really, really miserable in
and
different
you have such
places,
a good life. Yeah,
but the times when I was really miserable and I had lots of reasons, I can kind of go into that and kind of feel, and I can kind of feel sorry for myself. And then when everything is just kind of nice, you kind of, it's me. Shit.
Yeah, shit. Because you can, because it's the truth. I mean, you can move to the most beautiful place on this world.
Yeah.
But there's something that you're always taking with you, and that is yourself.
Yeah.
And that is that is what you have inside of you is really not always very much affected by your outside.
And we've said that, and we said that a lot to each other and ourselves as well. Just the life that we would like to have in the farm, that we want, we have to create before we actually get the farm.
Yeah, that's such an amazing. It was really like this insight that I also had like a few years ago, that I was always thinking in this terms of, when I have this, then I'm like living this wonderful, extraordinary life. And I was like trapped in this thought of, when, then, like when this is happening, then I'm going to be happy. And the truth is that this will never happen. I think most of the times when we dream about something, that it's not necessarily the thing that we're dreaming about, but the feeling that is attached to what we're dreaming about. For example, with the farm, it's a very different, like a very certain life feeling that I connect with this farm. And like you said, just how can we get this life feeling that we're looking for right now? How can I live it in the now? How can I live that without having it yet?
And then take that with us, and then when the farm is there and the feeling is there, it can just start right away.
Then the outside world just has to adapt.
Exactly. I think it's so often when you get the thing that you really wanted for such a long time and it feels kind of hollow.
Yeah, and you're like, why did I want that?
And I think that's what happens then. So.
So that's really something that we're trying to do now, because of course the farm dream is still there, and I'm still every day sitting and longing to work with horses again and all that stuff. And still, just like right now, it's how it is right now, and it's wonderful as well. And how can we find that here and now?
And I'm trying to build a lot of the routines and the life that I want when we have the farm.
Yeah, with what we have. Yeah. Just use what we have and do the best out of it.
So I think just someone asks, do you believe that a different place can reactivate your potential and joy? So that's, I think, is a bit of that theme, that I think if you're in the wrong place and the wrong setting, of course, that can really hinder you. And a really good place can help activate something, absolutely. But that's not sufficient. I think that's kind of it. It's just
hand in hand, kind of.
It's not enough. It's not sufficient. You can't just go to that place and wonderful things will just happen.
All the problems are solved.
But it can help. So if you're already on the path, so if you're going to a new place, I would just recommend try to activate that within you before you're there. And then once you're there, it will really start something. So just combine the two.
Yeah, I would very much agree with that. Yeah, it's a combination. Both. I'm starting to get a little bit cold.
Yeah. What a lot of people would like to know about books.
Books? Oh, I don't know. I think you.
I can start. I listen to lots of books while I paint. And at the moment, I am listening to Dune. It's kind of one of the first really big science fiction books. I think it's from the 60s or something. It just came a movie about it. And I really like the book. I can recommend it. And a fantasy book that I really, really liked. I'm desperately trying to remember right now as I started talking about it. The 5th season, written from a woman, and a really, really progressive, wonderful perspective. So you don't have those awful dialogues and this. She's a writer where you have the science fiction and the fantasy aspect, but you also have a really complex and I think hopeful, joyful, open view of humanity. So those are my 2 books at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not reading so much actually. I'm mostly listening to podcasts.
That's something you could recommend, but you're listening to German ones, I think.
Yeah, I'm listening to a lot of German podcasts, but I've also been reading again. I've been talking about this book in one of my videos. It's called The Way of Integrity. So I'm very much in this whole world of personal growth and healing. So that's a different kind of direction, but I'm consuming everything there. And The Way of Integrity, it's really one of my favorite books. I have just been yesterday been reading in it again, and I just opened it and I found the perfect advice that I needed. So it's very great also because I also read some What If You Feel Too Hopeless.
Oh yeah, I read that too.
For example, when you're really struggling with emotions or with your path in life and you just don't know where to go, what to do, or that's a really great book. It has helped me so much. There are so many great tools, how you find your own path again, and how you listen to this own truth that you have inside of yourself, and how to free yourself from everything that not truly belongs to you. So that's a recommendation. Yeah. And of course, I hope that you feel hope again, Stardust, because there is a lot of hope.
I know those times when it just, I can, one of the most hopeless times I had in my life. A few years ago, when I had kind of stopped painting and I was studying, and I just saw that, okay, maybe in 5, 6, 10 years, I'm going to have a life again. And in the meanwhile, I just have to kind of survive and do the right things. So really at the bottom. And I thought I couldn't see how anything would really change until in years and years. A week later, I met Lena, and then we started traveling around Norway, and we found, and my life just flipped and changed so dramatically in ways that I could never have imagined. So it's just life can change a lot quicker, even if it doesn't look like it can. Just open yourself to the fact that it can, even if you can't see it. And I think if you're hopeless, I think that you don't have to see it. You don't have to see the specific things that have to happen. Just know that things can change incredibly dramatic. So I think that's what I want to give you, because I know that hopeless feeling really well.
Yeah. And I think that's such an important thing that you just said, it like this being open for it, that it can be different. Like maybe if it's not different right away, or you just don't know the steps, but just like open yourself for the possibility that if something different can happen, or that the life can go into a different direction. We got a donation.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much. I adore your channel. Thank you for the inspiration. I cannot wait to see your future adventures. Do you know anyone who plays what? Tal harper? What is that?
We don't know what that is.
That's
so
an
we
instrument.
Probably don't know. Oh,
I think that's probably an instrument. I don't know anyone who plays that, but thank you so much for your donation, Alice. I very much appreciate it.
I love your story, Joachim. It captures, and Lena captured it perfectly in her video. I'm so grateful for the video about my life from Lena. Seeing your life captured like that, it's a gift. It's wonderful. I'm at that low point right now, quite a similar position. Yeah. So know that we know that point.
Yeah, we do. I think we all do.
Yeah.
So you're not alone with that.
And know that it can be a strength later. When you look back at it, you have experienced something that then makes it possible for you to recognize it in others. And I mean, it's
part of life also, because I feel very much the same, that when I now look back on these times, it feels like it was good that it was that way. Because I mean, even it was so shit in that situation, but sometimes afterwards you can look on it and it's makes sense in a way. I don't know if that's something that's happening right now, but
yeah, you're with us here.
Oh, it's a Swedish instrument. All right. No, I don't know.
No, maybe it's something like Haringfele, but not sure. And I can see a lot of good words here in the chat. And
That's nice.
I have to say that too. I'm so grateful for this community and you guys. It's when I have my live streams, or when we do these live streams, or just your comments in the videos, you're wonderful people. I'm so glad that this is the community.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's every time also when I upload a video, I'm always like so scared still, like just clicking on this button, and then just like comes this wave of love.
Yeah.
It really warms my heart. So really, also thank you for commenting on my videos. I don't always manage to answer it, but I very much appreciate your comments. Really, I'm so full of self-doubt so often, and it's always a very, very wonderful thing to read your comments, and I'm very much appreciated.
And the cups, someone asked, these are painted by me, so this is the only product placement you'll get in this video. We don't have sponsors, but if someone asks,
just like casually pushing it. Yeah, so Joachim painted these beautiful cups, And if you like, you can of course visit our website and you will find.
Link. Yeah, that's it for that. But,
oh, I just have to thought. Have you heard of Peter Levine, Healing Trauma on Your Past? Yes, I've read his books, and the knowledge about trauma really has changed my life in this last 2 years. I only learned about it in the last 2 years.
Yeah, incredible. It feels like ages ago. It has been such an integral part of our life and the way we look at things and talk and feel. And so Peter Levine, it's recommended for everyone.
Yeah, everyone who's maybe really struggling. I mean, not it's kind of, because of course you can really struggle without being traumatized, but there's the knowledge about trauma really should like flow into our society, because it's so important, and it answered so many questions for me, why I act so strange in some situations. And yeah, it's really something that I highly recommend for everybody who's also maybe struggling mentally, to go just inform yourself on the topic of trauma.
Yeah,
that really has been an eye-opener for me, and the first really explanation that made sense for me. So yeah, I know it, and I really recommend it.
And if you have someone else in your life, it's good to read it too. So I think for everyone, it's recommended.
Yeah, it really explains so much also of the dynamics in our world. Yeah, but maybe we can switch the topic from
this is very dared.
But this is really like something I'm so interested in, and I will definitely also make a video about that when I'm ready. I'm still not quite ready, but I really want to talk. I have such an urge to talk about it. I can talk about it. Let's talk about our feelings. But
there will be more.
Yeah, so I will make a video about that, about Verena König. That's one of my favorite podcasts.
That's the way we came. So Peter Levine and Verena König. So
so that's I love her. She's one of my biggest mentors, actually. She doesn't know it, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, that's really something I'm very interested in, and healing, and so I will make a video about that, about what helped me also with my depressions and so on. So yeah, that will come.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people here seem to be interested in these topics.
That's very good. I feel like let's just talk about this, okay? We all have it, we all know it in different ways.
And we meditate, to everyone who's
that's also something.
Come on. I think people are interested in this.
That's something I'm working on right now. I have bought myself a new microphone, and I'm actually working on my first meditation video right now, guided meditation. Because I meditate, I think, since 10 years or so quite a lot, and I have tried so many different ways to meditate, and I kind of have developed my own way to do it. So I do it with like images, and like it's almost like like an imaginary journey that I do. So I want to combine that with a guided meditation with like nature sounds and some beautiful music. So that's something that I'm working on right now, and I hope that you will like that.
Yeah.
But even if you don't, I will do it anyway. So because I want to do it so badly. Yeah, but that's something that will come.
Absolutely.
You're looking forward to it. I'm glad.
That's wonderful.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I think this is such an important topic for all of us these days. It's just everything is quick, and there's so many things coming in, and so it's just really, it's nice to see that it interests you and it interests us, and
that's really, and I mean, like, I feel like everyone knows it. I mean, not everyone has like these issues, but everyone has hard times.
Yeah.
Everyone has his own baggage to carry, and yeah. So, no, many people say that you're looking forward for the meditation. That's wonderful.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, I'm really. It's really something new. I'm very nervous about this, but I think it will turn out great.
Nice. And yeah, and saw some questions about sustainability and the climate crisis and the destruction of nature. That is very dear to my heart, especially the destruction of the forests, and of course also the global warming. And I mean, we notice that the weather is changing, and we try to buy things that we're keeping, so not too much. And yeah, it's definitely something that moves us, as I think most people. And that's something I think it's difficult to find the right way to do something. And I know that I could make lots of stories and posts to show how terrible it is. Or I could paint old ancient forests and show everyone the beauty of that. And so I think this is my path, and I think for you as well, is that we want to inspire to go a different direction. Because it's important to yell and to be upset, but I don't think that's our path and our way of doing it. So yeah, we're kind of, it's touch and go and trying to find out the way that we can help and do our part.
Yeah, definitely. Doing the best we can.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, we're not perfect either. I mean,
No.
we drive an online business, so that's not a very sustainable thing to do. But also with that, we're doing like we're trying our best, and
Yeah.
we're trying to make an impact in a way that shows the positive. And what I think it's so important when you have an issue or to show where it can go, to make like an alternative. Because when you just point out what's wrong, then it's very easy to just get stuck there. But when you have not something you want to go to,
Yeah.
So that's something that I think it's really wonderful about your art. That really shows the beauty of the nature, how it could be, how a forest could look like, and yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, thank you. And we just got a thanks here.
Thank you.
From Benny. Love you guys. You're so kind and compassionate. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, to inspire people to fall in love with nature. That is really something that is so dear to my heart, and to Lena as well. Because often you drive past and you don't really see what's really there. And I think after watching Lena's videos, and hopefully after seeing the things that I paint, perhaps it's going to be different the next time you're outside and you can appreciate it. And I think that's, yeah. And people would like the meditation video. I think
wonderful. I'm very glad to hear that. I'm very glad.
It's really important. I mean, Lena does so much work with these topics and this way of thinking, and so I'm really glad that that's going to come more into the. I think we can all feel it in the mood, but it's so nice that it's going to actually come into the videos too.
Yeah, I hope that it will come a little bit more, but I'm still so shy. but I gradually I'm coming closer to that. To also like integrate these kind of topics into my videos, because they're so important to me.
Yeah, and I can always see the second we talk about kind of depression or hard times or something, and you can kind of see that people want to talk about and want to hear about it. So yeah. Oh, and from Jessica Gröne from our painting course. Yes. You look differently at nature, more detailed. That's something that helps to get me in touch with nature. Thank you. Wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yeah, that's also really something that I love about this course, or this way of painting, because you paint from imagination, which means you really, like you said, Jessica, you're looking differently at nature because you absorb it kind of and take it home with you so that you can paint it afterwards. So that's kind of the whole approach. For those of you who don't know. Yeah.
As we are nature, absolutely. Oh, this is nice. Do you have tips on how to decide which way to make creative things? Like, how can you listen to your inner wisdom? I think there you have more. I mean, Lena often had something that she told me at the very beginning, and I think it's this. You said it in German. This feeling of yes to something. Because I am very analytical and think everything through, and through Lena, I have learned much more to what is my feeling to this.
The poor guy has to talk about his feelings all the time.
It's been quite a journey, and I think a lot of guys who have kind of grown up in this being analytical and being rewarded for that, and it's just such a gift to then be thrown more into, okay, what do I actually feel? And it's been a journey.
Glad you think that way.
And I really do think that way, and it's really been wonderful to get to know more of that part of me.
Yeah, it's a different realm that when you're. I mean, it both definitely has it's both so important, the analytical and the more emotional stuff. But as you asked about the inner wisdom, I think that's a good point, because inner wisdom, I often feel it has to do something with the emotional voice that is not very rational. And I often feel that when I'm, for example, making a decision, I often just take myself a moment and go through the different scenarios that could be a result of this decision. And I feel what my body does. So when you just go into your body and connect with your emotions, and that can be a process because we're so we learn so much to be in the head and like really disconnect from our body. So that can really be like a journey to even feel the body again. But if you do and you feel where your emotions are, you can really listen to if your body is expanding for something or if it closes up. So like you said, you feel this inner yes. So inner yes is for me, I feel more open, I feel joy, I feel like, and that can be really subtle. So that's something that I really like to do, to listen to that. So yes, if it's opening up, if I can breathe, if I feel like my body's comfortable, or with a no, it's like more, it's like, more this feeling like something's wrong here. So that's really what what this inner wisdom is, as I think, to listen to your body and your emotions. And emotions can be tricky because, of course, sometimes emotions come together with thoughts, and it can be leading you in a wrong way too. But the body is very often very honest and very connected to what you really want, or what your inner wisdom is maybe telling you in that moment. That's maybe something I can say to that. I don't know if that made sense at all, but
it has made sense to me, and I can for all the men and women and everyone probably listening, but for those of us who are very much in our heads the entire time, connecting more with the heart and the feelings, it's a gift. It's really hard and tough in the beginning, but it's worth it in the end.
Yeah, because one main reason I think why we're also so much in the head is because we don't want to feel what we're feeling.
Definitely, so it's not necessarily fun.
So mostly when the first time you're connecting again with your emotions or your body, it can be really like uncomfortable because maybe there are things that are suppressed. But when you go through that and get in connection with that again, it's a really wonderful place to be in the body. Beautiful speech. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Thank you for your questions.
Yeah. I love your new house, and the lake is just amazing.
Yes.
Most of all, I love what you say and the people you.
Oh,
thank you so much. Yeah, often we are scared to go within us. Absolutely. And I mean, it can be a very scary thing to do, but it's so rewarding. Will Joachim do independent vlogs or only painting for now?
So I am hoping to do more painting and vlogs at the same time, that I can see myself and film myself while painting. So I think that will be a mixture. So that's definitely a goal I have. And I might be doing everything I do, I think, will be connected to painting and the art I do. But definitely more, I will be showing myself more once I figure out the way to do it.
Joachim is actually doing live streams every Sunday now on his Instagram. So that's also a really cozy place to be. There you can also, you were talking basically about everything with the people. It's like a really cozy place.
It's really nice.
And while painting and talking, so it's also a really nice thing.
Yeah, I really like that. And there, you guys basically who are there, not as many as now, but I love the live streams and just being there and painting. And
I often love to listen to it. Like when I'm doing like here in the house and doing the dishes, I often have the live stream on and listen.
Oh, it's so nice. And yeah, Path of True Nature. Lots of your names here I can remember, I can see, and I know from the live streams because they go for 2 or 3 hours. And that's my way of getting to know you as well. So I really like that.
What's your favorite music genre?
So I really like, music like Enya. So kind of really calm, relaxed, and that genre is kind of, I don't go too far away from that. But I think that describes it very well.
And you also listen a lot to Norwegian?
I love Norwegian. It's kind of classic, not classical, kind of the old songs, and Herborg Kråkevik, for those who are Norwegian, I know. I really like that. So kind of music that brings me into this kind of a bit more ethereal, magical, fantasy, nature world is what I really love.
I mean, I love that kind of music too, but I mean, I basically listen to the music I also use in my videos.
Yeah.
So I also love to, like this. I mean, often people say I listen to very sad music, but I don't really think that way. Like I very much enjoy like a little bit like, how do you call that? Singer-songwriter maybe, or folk music. Piano music I like. So basically but I also like really listen to all kind of stuff actually, or anything that makes me feel something. I really think music can really make you feel something.
Can you give us recommendation for Norwegian fairy tale music? So it's a bit difficult to search, but Herborg Kråkevik.
I can write it in the chat.
Write it in the chat. And she sings really old Norwegian songs in a wonderful way, and everyone in Norway is of a certain age knows her.
So?
Yeah.
It's a bit random, but
post it in. It's really lovely. So take a listen to it if you want to. She's one of my favorite singers. So Ivona, I love your live stream. Nice to have you here. I'm so glad that so many people that I know here now have joined us.
Wonderful.
German techno music. Well, everyone, there are wonderful pieces of music in every genre. And some of the kindest, softest people I know listen to hard metal. Absolutely. It's just what resonates with us, I think.
Any future videos with Kalle Flodin?
I'm sure.
Yeah, of course. So we are actually thought about a meeting at some point.
Yes.
So
we almost could have met up now for New Year's, but Lena's father is coming.
That's also for the next question, how we spent our Christmas. We said it in the beginning, but really short, that my father and his that's really strange, girlfriend, his current partner, not my
Yes.
mother. They both coming for Christmas
Yeah.
and New Year, so that's really nice. But that's also why we cannot come to the invitation. But I'm really sure that we will meet
we
at
will
some
meet up,
point.
so you will see us all together. I'm sure.
I'm sure it will happen. And the question was also how we keep our Christmas simple and meaningful.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's really like in my family we have been celebrating Christmas, but it was always very simple and meaningful because it was always just my parents and me. I don't have any siblings, and so it was also I always loved it. It was just us three, and we had like some rituals, like eating some good food and setting up a tree and so on. But it was really not very spectacular, which is different. But in your family, it was...
we have lots of traditions.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a little bit of a mix. I'm going to get things into our Christmas celebrations, but I like the minimalism too. So we're going to do a little bit of a mixture, I think. And someone asks if I sell the cups and paintings, so I'm just going to sneak that in. There's going to be a link here to our shop. Yes, everybody sell it. Joachim is very comfortable in front of camera. I'm always kind of nervous, but I think that kind of helps.
But you don't feel it.
And show it, you mean?
I mean, when I watch you, you don't
Oh,
feel
in the live streams.
That you're nervous.
Well, after half an hour or so, that's why the live streams go for so long. I calm down and everything kind of settles in.
That's also a beautiful question. Maybe that can be one of the last questions because I just saw that
we have
here for an hour
past
now.
the hour mark.
Joachim, and how would you describe the goal of your art? What is it supposed to cause in the viewer?
So it's supposed to cause the feeling that I have when I'm outside in an incredible landscape. I don't always have it. Of course, it's not always there. Sometimes you're in a beautiful sunset and you don't feel that much. But we all know that feeling with just, that was the perfect sunset. Or the snow is just so crisp now and you can just smell everything and feel it and hear the sounds. That feeling, take it and recreate that in a painting so that's what you feel. That's the goal. And at the same time, I like to have technical skills as a part of it so that you always see more and more. If it's a huge painting, you can always discover more. So that curiosity that a landscape can get with that feeling of just awe of, oh my God, this is just so beautiful. And I just want to develop that more and more and more. And I can do that for the rest of my life and just do more of that.
Yeah. Night Wish. Okay,
Night Wish.
I don't know that.
Isn't that where isn't that the, no. Oh! No, I thought of something completely different. But I think that might be, I think I have a Christmas song in our playlist from them. Mörketid. If that's it. They make beautiful music.
I don't know it, but many of you seem to like it. So yeah, maybe I will check it out. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
It was I really hope that it could be it was a cozy time for you. You can could relax a little bit or just also thank you so much for your questions and your engagement here. That's really what makes it fun. And
Night Wish with Floor Hansen. It is that metal band.
Oh.
That we have seen in the German. It's before. I thought I'm sorry to disturb
but that's
goodbye.
Metal.
That's metal. That's pretty heavy metal. It's just a wonderful, lovely like Christmas music.
Yeah, metal is something I can't connect to it very much, but I'm sure it has. Voice. She has a wonderful voice. That's for sure.
Yeah. Also, back to the goodbye. It's been so lovely to have this time with everyone here, and I'm so glad that we got to talk about deeper topics as well.
Yeah, somehow this just happened. Thanks for the TED Talk.
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. It's
thank
so
you so
lovely.
much. Yeah, can just wait a little bit.
Yeah, we're just taking the time to let everyone here
say goodbye.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, we will. I always say that we will do this more often, but maybe I will just stop saying that, and we will just do it when we do it. But it's
Yeah.
definitely always really nice.
I will
And
do a live stream tomorrow.
yes, so you can hop over to Joachim's Instagram.
Lena might be watching as well.
Yes, but I'm always like hiding. I'm not.
That's true.
So yes.
Yeah, and this will be available later for those of you who just joined. Goodbye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye bye. And I will keep the stream up so you can, for everyone who's writing, it's too late.
Yeah.
You can rewatch it if you like. And I will also add, but maybe I'll do that tomorrow, timestamps for the questions.
Yes.
So, yes.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Goodbye.
Good night. Bye bye. Thank you. And goodbye to Ivy too. He says goodbye as well, but he's sleeping now.
Yeah.
Bye.